84 שנים לקריסטלנחט וליל הבדולח, וכאן שגריר גרמניה בישראל הוא סטפן זייברט. הוא הגיע לעמותת לחיות בכבוד כדי לחלק אוכל וציוד לניצולי השואה הקשישים. Ambassador, good morning. Guten Morgen.
Good morning, Boker Tov.
Thank you for joining us. 84 years after the Kristallnacht, Germany is still remembering, of course, and mentioning this horrible night.
Yes, it is a painful memory, and it will always remain a painful memory for us. You just said the name Kristallnacht. We used to call it Kristallnacht, Night of Broken Glass in Germany. We don't call it that anymore because a lot more was destroyed than glass. It was the destruction of lives. It was a terrible chapter leading to the worst crime of all crimes, the Holocaust. So we call it the Night of the Pogroms. And it is painful. The idea that most Germans on that day stood by passively and saw their neighbors' shops being looted, their neighbors' lives being destroyed. This is terrible. It's my grandparents' generation, and the recollection of that, I think, must always, always, always be a part of our thinking of our history. It must always be something that we teach every new generation about. And there's still survivors of those days among us. I will be speaking to some later, and their testimony is so valuable to us, and we have to listen to them.
Yes, 84 years after the night, many things have changed. Germany is totally changed. The relationship between Israel and Germany are very close and intimate. But still, a lot of researchers are trying to understand whether the next generations are going to remember, are going to deal with this period of time. The young people in Germany still deal with history today, with the Second World War?
Yes, they do. I have 3 children myself who, when they went to school, they got very, very thorough teaching of the history of National Socialism, the Holocaust, the Shoah. Nearly every German schoolboy, every German school child goes to one of the former concentration camps, to memorial sites. This is part of the upbringing in Germany, and I think it must be, and it must remain so. We have in Germany, as in other countries, a problem with anti-Semitism. There is an anti-Semitic minority, I would say, and the only way we can deal with this is by being very, very clear about the facts, what happened, teaching these facts and continue to draw the lessons from it. That's the task for every new generation. It is what it means to be German. If you're a German today, the generation of my children, they have no guilt, but they have responsibility, and we know that.
Yes. A little bit politics, if I may, Ambassador. I know it's a special day, but also in Israel here we have the final results of the elections, and of course the relationship between Israel and Germany are important, and the relationship between Israel and the European Union are important. Is there anything that you would like to see from the new government? Because, you know, there are political changes on the way.
Well, Israel is a friend and a partner for Germany, and we're incredibly grateful for that. And this friend and partner, Israel, has just held a free and democratic election. So obviously, we're going to be working with the new government that comes out of this election. Our friendship is based, as all friendships are, on values, on joint things that we believe in, and the inalienable rights of every individual, the dignity of every individual. That is one of the values we believe in, and that will continue to be the basis of our friendship. I look forward to working with the new government. It'll be interesting.
In Europe, I've been hearing a lot of voices saying that, you know, people are worried about the extremism that has risen in Israel, and also extremism is rising everywhere in the West. That's not, you know, this is not news. No news there. But are you worried? Because usually European countries are very critical regarding Israel.
Well, as I said, our main feeling towards Israel is one of friendship and partnership, and that will remain so. And among friends and partners, fortunately, we are able to speak very frankly and very openly about everything. And it was the case with past governments. It will be the same with the incoming government. There will be areas where we do not agree, but we will be able to speak about them as friends.
That was a very diplomatic answer. you didn't emphasize
Can't surprise you
the
coming
worries.
from a diplomat.
Yeah, of course, but you didn't emphasize the worries that you may have. Any worries regarding human rights here in Israel, minorities' rights? When you see Ben-Gvir and Smotrich rising and getting into the cabinet, do you worry in any way?
I worry about, quite generally, the pressure that exists on liberal democracies everywhere, in Europe, in other parts of the world. This is something that I worry about generally, and this is why we stick to our values and try to defend and hold up these values.
Yeah, okay. One last question, sir, and I know that this is why we are meeting today. Regarding the לחיות בכבוד, what are you doing there actually? You are meeting the Holocaust survivors, doing what? Talking to them, giving out anything?
Well, I think the most important thing you can do, certainly as a German ambassador, when you meet survivors of the Holocaust, is sit down with them and listen to them, listen to their story, listen to their experience, listen to how they got through this terrible time and the strengths they still have. I very often come out of these meetings full of respect and admiration for these people, and this is what I'm going to be doing. I think the listening, the taking in of the testimony they can give. They are witnesses. They have a story to tell. I think this is the most important part. And then later on, I will go to the place where they prepare the food and the food baskets for the elderly, and I will look at that, visit the place, and spend some time working there myself, hopefully, if they let me.
All right. Ambassador, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for activities and actions.
Thank you.
To show how Germany has changed so much in the last 8 years. Thank you so much, sir.
להתראות, thank you.
להתראות. חוזרים לעניינים הפנימיים שלנו, גבירותיי ורבותיי, כמובן אנחנו רוצים לדבר על אותות ההצטיינות שמקבלות יחידות שונות בצה"ל, והפעם איתנו